Yo, what up guys? Welcome to this week's patch note video where we're going to go through everything that's happening in RuneScape this week. But also this is the first sort of patch or news post that Jagex have done since all the drama and stuff. So we're going to probably get some address of that in here, I believe. And then there's actually, I'll be honest, there's a lot of stuff to cover in this one. So we're going to get through it, see what's going on, and see if there's any big massive surprises to try and pull us away from stuff. But at the same time, let's actually read what's going on here. So it says, while we're back today with our usual This Week in RuneScape, we want to make it clear we aren't shying away from the response to the recent membership survey. We know there are underlying points for us to still address and much more we need to do to regain your trust. Good. This is a really good thing for them to add, and I'm sure this is probably why the patch notes was late today. By the way, I'm not just late making the video. The patch notes themselves are actually only just popped up, but they'll probably doing this, I guess. If your feedback on the survey is the only thing you want to keep discussing, please do so while we continue working on addressing your concerns. RuneScape is crafted by a team. I don't know, I struggled to read RuneScape then. What the hell? It's crafted by a team of passionate developers at the studio who work super hard. I'm sure that's absolutely very true. If you do love something in the update or have any feedback, all we ask is to remember that there's a developer behind it who would love to hear from you. Thanks for the continued feedback. The RuneScape community management team. Okay, cool. So they are still going to address the rest of the stuff from the actual drama and whatnot in the survey. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But let's just move on and see what's actually happening this week, because that's what the point of the video is. Iron Man status changes. Okay, with the release of Group Iron Man, we've been addressing some long-standing issues affecting all Iron Man players. Previously, some Iron Men opted to lock their Iron Man status permanently out of concern that a hijacker could access their account and downgrade it without their consent. Over time, however, we've noticed an increasing number of players regretting this decision. Now that Jagex accounts offer enhanced security measures to protect accounts from unauthorized access, we've decided to remove the old permanent lock option, starting with today's update. If you previously locked your Iron Man status permanently, but now with your downgrade, you'll be able to do so, provided your account is secure with a Jagex account. Okay. For Iron Men still concerned about potential downgrades, the process now includes a mandatory 7-day waiting period after requesting a downgrade. That's a lot better for sure. Additionally, we've introduced an optional 90-day cooldown. I was just about to say, you should be able to ask for it for longer, as a replacement for the previous never disable any Iron Man game modes option. Once the 90-day cooldown is activated, it cannot be reversed, and switching back to the 7-day cooldown will no longer be possible. This feature provides an added layer of protection for those who wish to safeguard their Iron Man account. Okay, so I was going to say, just disabling this, like I thought they were just going to remove it from the game and then everybody's account no longer has this option. But they've actually done this in a good way here, making it so that, you know, it's 7 days, but you can opt into 90 days, which means you've got plenty of time to actually recover your account if it does get stolen, where you don't, you know, lose your thing. But also, how does this work with, like, hard crimes? I get if someone hacks your account and they die in your account, then you're going to lose that status all the same. But does Jagex have a history of restoring, like, hardcore statuses if you can prove that you got hacked, or if they can see that you got hacked? I guess IP addresses would be a thing and stuff like that. Or do they not do that? But either way, very interesting all the same. Yeah, patch notes. 110 woodcutting and fletching. The Mark 2 to 4. This is just the actual big list of patch notes, by the way. So it's probably not going to be the most interesting, exciting thing. But if there's something hidden in here that's cool, we'll talk about it. The Mark 2 to 4 eternal range equipment can now be disassembled in similar ratios to primal melee upgradable equipment. Okay, a message is now displayed when an enchanted nest has dropped. Hatchets now display cutting power, wood cutting success chance in their tooltips, and all these ingredients, all 3 ingredients can once again be reclaimed from Romano to create additional hatchets of Bloom and Blight. Corrected an issue where, if influenced by the party's smithing or fletching levels, the tier of mining and woodcutting resources nodes in Dungeoneering could default to tier 1 instead of 9 or 10. Okay. The description of Masterwork Bow mentions the Eternal Magic Tree Sap. Okay. And hotfixed. So this has already been done. Fletching unstrung bows, once again, counts towards the Fletching Bows daily challenge. Cool. That's good. Beneath Scarab Sands. This is the new quest, right, that just came out. So this is probably going to be a lot of typos, maybe, and stuff like that. But Lily now correctly says that I'll meet you there, player. line when speaking. Okay, updated the text, made small tweaks to the dialogue, fixed an issue that listed the quest incorrectly in the combat quest filter, fixed the quest journal mentioning something in the correct location. That's probably kind of important, unless you're using a guide, I suppose. The build text is now easier to read, fixed typos, and the item Scorched Sand no longer appears in the Grand Exchange. So there's really not all that much important in the quest there. Maybe this one here for people not using quest guides, but the rest is just like text fix and stuff like that, as expected. Ironman players who have previously said they would never like to down their account, we just talked about this, that's fine. Level milestone broadcasts have been added to Group Ironman. Okay. Group Ironman broadcasts for personal best boss kill times will now display the improvement from the previous record. Group Ironman broadcasts for personal best boss kill times will now display the improvement. Okay, cool. Added a new broadcast to the Group Ironman mode that will display when a member of the group dies. Good luck trying to explain those embarrassing deaths to the rest of your group. I like this. This is cool. Actually, this is a really nice, a little fun addition. Collection log progress will now be broadcast to Group Ironman groups, and updated the names on the world first plaque in the Iron Enclave. How many of you guys are still doing Group Ironman, by the way? Is this still super popular? Because this was doing really well, I believe, on release. I haven't really seen anything, though. I haven't like seen any YouTube videos or anything like that, but I mean, I don't really watch tons of RuneScape stuff, so that would kind of make sense, but let me know. General. Remove the cap on receiving clue scrolls from the clue capacity upgrade. Unlock at the Treasure Trails reward shop. Happy hunting. Remove the cap on receiving clue scrolls from the clue capacity upgrade. Okay, cool, nice. Fix an issue where interacting with the action bar while stunned would block actions that would otherwise be usable. Protein and unstable protein logs will now stop and adhere to the protein action limit of 60 or 120. Okay. The health boost of tending to a bonfire will now apply to other fire making methods that originally applied to only permanent bonfires. Okay. Fix an issue where the freezing blood debuff was only stacked to 10 in the first time, and then dissipated randomly. Added an option to mute the vomiting sound effects during the imp capture quests. Ew. I mean, fair enough. Is that, did they make that sound like when you kill the imp, the beads come up or something? How does, what is this exactly? Corrected an incorrectly textured tile north of Drain Manor. Could you not have put corrected a textured tile? Because clearly it's incorrectly textured. Just been nitpicking, I think. The invention tutorial now has additional checks preventing players from attempting to complete it. Okay, cool. Fix an issue where the Greater Runic Staff could not be charged with the Exsanguinate spell and would instead be charged with the Insight Fear spell. Fix an issue that caused unintended logouts when creating primal fruit pulps. Okay. Regular trees can now be cut for more than one log before they are felled. That's pretty big. Actually, that's really big. How many? I wonder how many can get? 3, maybe 4, maybe just 2 even. That's a pretty big change. Music tracks from Violet is Blue will be unlocked on the next login for all players that have completed the quest. Resolved a rare issue where a specific player was unable to progress the imp capture quest. Gutted. Fixed an issue that blocked players from progressing the quest. The Golem. Okay. Fixed an issue where in specific scenarios, the Arc Glacier's basic and special attacks could be interrupted by another attack too soon, causing the initial animation to be overridden early. I've never seen that before. I don't do a ton of Arc Glacier, so, you know, fair enough, but never seen that. Fix an issue that prevented double yield from bushes. Okay, where all the Wolpertinger is summoned. I guess that wasn't meant to happen. The Dungeoneering, prevented, sorry, it prevented it, so it is meant to happen. Okay, cool. The Dungeoneering party invite window will now show floors and players' highest skill. Players can toggle off invites to the capoeira dance, so they're not interrupted whilst crafting. Added an option to toggle drag items off in Legacy interface mode. Fixed an issue with the Herbie Werby D&D. Implemented some changes and fixes to the something Lexus Rune Right boss. Okay. Penguin locations have been updated. Players will no longer be prevented from completing the Druidic Ritual quest. Druidic Ritual is no longer a requirement. Start a Void Dance quest. There's so much stuff in here. Holy crap. Remove skill requirements from Telos in the Beast interface tab. Removes. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Oh, wait, I've gone down some here. The Threes of Killing achievement now specifies which combat style are required to complete it. If a summoning familiar from a binding contract is overwritten by a recolorable pet, its colors will now be correct. Okay, fix an issue where the friends chat list was not updating. But fix an issue where defeating the giant mole in a group rewarded some players with the incorrect combat XP. Hopefully it wasn't stupidly high. I mean that would be kind of cool. But fix an issue that allowed a player's Slayer task streak to remain if they chose to reset the birth or path system. Higher level planks even can now be used to build grapevine frames. The power burst of Master Stroke now multiplies smithing progress by 10 instead of 11. Fix an issue where players will be unable to teleport to the Infernus if they happen to die and be saved by the Immortality ability as they were about to teleport in. Got it. Bank tab icons now have the correct names. The crystal sequence now correctly highlights the 6 necessary crystals during the Threes of Company. Added a skybox filters option to the map icon in the Flashback Factory. Players can no longer obtain more effigies from the Gate of Validinus if they have more than 5 in total. I guess you could have just stacked them up then. Damn. Fix an issue where players with too many player and farm animals stored in their banks couldn't use their bank on a free-to-play world and would be kicked out of the game. Holy hell. Really? That's a bug and a half. Fix an issue that was causing old accounts to be unable to log in after going through character creation. Alright, and then this is all graphical. One thing did I notice this? Or maybe I'm tripping out, but it says here, Roman Necromancer's shoulder pads are no longer misaligned. These are all graphical updates, which are cool. Like, this is nice, I guess, but it's not anything I need to really cover. Maybe I'm tripping out, because I actually noticed this before the patch, but did they change the tier 70 Necromancy power armor? The icons have definitely changed. They're like light now and not dark green or whatever, but I'm not convinced that the actual things have changed. Not that it's important, but, you know. Golden Gnomes. Runefest just around the corner. We're gathering up all the nominations for the Golden Gnomes. Cool. Yeah. Treasure Hunter calendar. Dungeon Delve. Or whatever. Who cares about Treasure Hunter, man? Like, I actually couldn't care less. And Community Showcase. These are cool. They're the macaroons. Macaroons, yeah. Look at that. That's actually very smart. I like that a lot. Damn. That's really cool. And escape of screenshots. Perfect. Anything else in here? How to get involved? I believe that is it. That's the friends chat. And yeah, there you go. Cool. So that's everything in this week's patch. There's loads of patches. The Iron Man thing's kind of interesting for sure. The rest, though, you know, there's not really a whole lot going on, but there's probably some fixes that people have been waiting for in there. And the graphical stuff's always good to see as well. And hopefully we'll hear more from Jagex soon, hopefully later today, to be fair, but maybe tomorrow, the day after, or whatever, about the survey and, like, you know, the rest of the stuff. They need to confirm, basically, for the community that this isn't going to happen, and address all the questions and whatnot. But it needs to be, I don't know, even then, like they said, the trust is broken, and it has been for a hell of a long time, but people just kind of don't really care what Jagex has to say now. But at the same time, they do need to say something I don't know, yeah, you know, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, hopefully you found this useful. Other than that, I'll catch you all in the next one. New video coming soon too. So see you later, guys. Bye.